terms of nihilism. I don't have any problem with nihilism, but it has a problem with itself. Because saying everything is pointless is kind of pointless. But it isn't, and this is why they do it. Because when there is no meaning, then you assign it. Because otherwise you couldn't distinguish between stuff. Nothing would be a thing. You couldn't even distinguish whether there is an absolute meaning or not. So, saying everything is meaningless is kind of meaningless to say. And yet we don't. Or not, I mean, some people. So when nihilism has the inherent distinction in terms of its idea and concept, that leads to yourself giving everything the meaning, then nihilism is the solution to its own problem. So nihilism, the perception of nihilism leads to a challenge. Some would even call it a problem. But not everybody. And for some, it's just more pleasant to see it like this. The thing is, when you are in a field of potential, always unfolding, like one scene after another basically, then there is an inherent meaning of which scene you see, because your seeing of the scene inherently implies that there is meaning applied. Some kind of matter information structure to referentiate the stuff you see. So the fact that one is experiencing something in this human experience inherently implies a fundamental meaning for the own experience. And that is to navigate potentials. I mean, infinity, eternity, implies infinite potential directly. But when you are a perspective within infinite potential, then the meaning is inherently implied. So the meaning is something that emerges out of the relation between reality and potential, between the infinite field of all potential and the initial spark of reality, or I like to call it the ultimately coherent vector reference function, which we all basically reference everything by. And this would describe our understanding of concepts and logic. So with logic, we can deduce that there is an implied fundamental meaning, which consists of you implying the meaning. And why is that? Why is that? Well, let's cover this. There's a good answer for this. Let's cover this in the next one.